I wanted to talk about Autumn first because feature directorial debut is huge with her photography and music video background. Do you notice her experience in those realms coming through in her direction here at all?
Oh yeah, big time. But my favorite thing is she's got a specific thing about rock star hair on the boys, and so she would just consistently be coming in and being like, no, you're not doing it right, and just messing with the boys' hair to get it like perfectly rock star. Johnny?
PC. What was she'd yell like PC, not wavy or something. She was had this
PC,
thing.
PC.
Yeah, she went PC hair. Like,
I feel
very
like she's
polite.
going to appear from behind the curtain and fix your hair now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, she's
that wouldn't surprise me.
She does stuff like that.
She did that at the last junket.
Yeah, she'll come in and separate our chairs in a certain way because I think your head's a tiny bit bigger than mine, so she wants to stagger our heads.
Very polite way of putting it. Yeah.
That attention to detail is important, though, especially with costumes and world building like this. But I did want to ask you about something that I was reading in the press notes, because I think you described yourself as a very cosmic person, and you knew instantly when you met her that it was kind of the right fit. So I don't know, what is that feeling like, and if you had that with any other filmmakers you worked with?
Yes, the feeling is like, you know when you usually meet somebody, you're like, hello, how do you do? And you exchange all of these pleasantries. There are certain people that I meet that just doesn't happen. You just walk into each other and it's like, where have you been for, the 23 years that I've been on the planet, and let's talk about everything, and then within 10 minutes you're crying, and it's all very intense and emotional. But yeah, Autumn and I kidnapped each other, and we have not really left each other's side since. So.
I like that so much. I mean, actually, speaking of which, aren't you good friends with Mia as well?
Yeah.
Do you think that came in handy with your on-screen relationship here? Because
big
it's
time.
So charming.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we've been preparing for these roles for 4 years. But it was so cute talking about cosmic. Autumn had this beautiful ornate box that she had made by hand and had pictures of all the people she wanted to cast. And she had no idea that Mia and I were friends, and she just pulled up a picture of Mia and said, I feel like this could be your best friend. And I was like, yeah, literally was on the phone with her this morning. So yeah, having that kind of shorthand really helps, and there's a lot of love in this movie.
That makes me so happy. And Johnny, with your music experience, obviously, I am curious what you thought of the final cut of the film when you actually heard the whole thing pieced together with the score here.
This is a huge thing to get, to write the credit song, and it was nice to have been living inside the character for so long and then get to have his perspective in the song, and it's his love of Emma kind of pouring out, which is, yeah.
The rhythm in this movie is so important. Is that something you guys can feel working while you're on set filming, or does that come through more so in the edit process?
I think you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when everyone's on the same beat, if that makes sense, or even if you're on a skewed beat, it works like that, because every person that you're acting with is like a dance partner, and so you have to adjust to their rhythm a little bit. But I think we're all pretty much in sync.
I think that Austen's really musical. Like the lines have this sort of sense of flow, and they're very long, complicated sentences. So you wouldn't think I could speak them, but if you don't get the syntax right, if you don't have the comma in the right place, it's not going to hold this word up in the right way, and that's a kind of music, and the beats and the pauses and the missed moments and things like that. That's all what this world is in terms of the body language and the way they communicate. So it's hugely musical, and all those beats are really important.
Do you find any particular line of dialogue kind of tripping you up? And this is me not being an actor, but I imagine once you if it has a melody kind of feeling to it, once you say something one way, it can be difficult to change just one single word to kind of fall into pace with everything else.
Oh yeah, but I have one for myself, which was imperturbable. I struggled to say that a couple of times. Yeah,
right
well,
now.
it's also like in Emma's voice. It's like imperturbable, and it's like blah 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 blah. But I'll never forget. Mia had never seen the word galoshes before, and she just didn't know what they were, and just continuously being like galoshes. It was very cute. It was very cute.
For you?
I'm trying to think. There's some lines that Knightley says that are quite famous, like badly done indeed, and it was really hard in the scenes where I had those lines to kind of just get that out of my head and just play it as it were. And actually, that's the wonderful thing about playing scenes with Anya is she's so present, and there was a strong kind of emotion to those scenes. So you'd say the line and be like, oh, I wasn't thinking of so and so saying that line.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So I like that.
Gotta ask you guys about some upcoming stuff, of course. And by the way, this is in the Collider team's words, not mine specifically, but I quote, "Get your shit together and release a new album."
Oh, I said backhanded compliment, maybe.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I have a bunch of stuff recorded, and I'm always putting out music, just maybe not in the album form. I've a song. What am I doing? I've been in the studio. We're re-recording old songs at the moment in new ways. That's like one of the fun projects that I'm doing, kind of completely reinterpreting old music of mine. So
I don't mean to dig into something that might be a surprise, but hearing that does excite me. Is it new ways, like from a tech perspective, from an instrument perspective?
Everything.
Like
well, mostly the instrument perspective and even the delivery. But like we're using like old 808 drum machines and like synthesizers and stuff like that. And yeah, I could tell you what it's for, but it's anyway. That's going to happen, and I also have a bunch of new songs coming out soon. So
you've piqued my interest in that department. I will move on, and I'm going to ask you about the thing you've been hearing about for years now, because I'm a big Josh Boone fan, and New Mutants, can't wait.
Yep. 1,
have you seen the final cut of the movie? And 2, what is it like leading up to the release of a movie that you filmed at a different point in your career?
I have seen the final cut of the movie, which is really nice because Josh is really happy with it, and it was just nice to get the gang all together again, and just to, because it's felt like this imaginary friend that you keep telling people is real, but other people haven't seen it yet. And now I'm like, no, I told you, like it's a real thing, and I don't really know how to feel about a lot of things right now. I have 5 movies coming out this year, and I'm just trying to like eat my vegetables and go to sleep and take care of myself.
One step at a time, and I
One
can guarantee
step at a time.
you already have one wonderful one to celebrate.
Thank
you so much for your time.